Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'll be showing you all the new changes brought in by MIUI 10 on the Redmi Note 5 Pro. Now this is my Redmi Note 5 Pro and I've just received the MIUI 10 update today, and these are all the changes. Now before we get started, let me just show you the about page so you can know the version number and all. Current Android version is still 8.1.0, that's still Oreo, and we have the September security patch, and this phone is running MIUI version 10.0.1, that's stable global. So this is not a beta ROM or developer ROM, this is got from an OT update. Now with that said, the first major change that you will see is right near the notification toggles. Now these are all your notifications, they obviously look different, but the major difference would be these toggles. Now they have a completely white background, they look slightly bigger with a blue accent colors and all. Now the next thing you'll notice would be this huge brightness slider. This is probably inspired from iOS. Now these are the two major changes in this particular area, and now even for these notifications you can swipe left now and you get two options. First one is the settings where we can simply block notifications, and this is how it looks like. If you don't want to receive notifications, just disable the toggle. And the next option is to snooze the notification. Once you do that, you can snooze the notification for 1 hour. So right now these are all the changes for the notification and the notification area. The next major change would be the recent apps page. Now this is how it looks like. Now all the applications are in this card style mode and they're stacked from top to bottom. Now if you long press any of these applications, you get three additional options. First one is to lock the application. Second one is to open that current application in a split screen mode, and this is how it looks like. Now the final option is to go to the app info page, and this is how it looks like, and even this page is completely redesigned. It looks different from MIUI 9, 9.5 and way different from stock Android as well. Now the next big visual change would be the volume controls. So whenever you press these volume buttons, you get this huge control on the right side, which once again mimics iOS, at least that's what I think. Here's the interesting part. By default it is set to media control, and if you click this button over here, you get additional controls. You get control for media, ringtones and alarms. Now for another interesting feature, we have the slider at the bottom, which can be used to automatically turn off silent mode and do not disturb mode. We used to have the same feature even on MIUI 9.5, that's the previous version, but visually it looks way different and much better now. Now for the next major change, we have a lot of new material design and material animations going around. Now for a quick preview, I'll show you first in 1x, that's the regular speed, and then I'll slow down the transitions and animations, and then you can have a very clear idea of how the animations will look like. So this is for the notification area, and as you might have seen, animation was pretty fast. Now when you swipe up, it will open the default browser application, that's MI's default browser, and if you have not installed the MI browser application, then it will probably open Google application. Now for some more transitions, here's the recent apps page, and as you can see, everything is buttery smooth, and you probably might not be seeing any animations right now. Just give me a second and I'll show you in slow motion, and then you'll see all the animations and have a much better experience. Now I'll slow down the animations. So guys, now I've slowed down the animations and transition speeds. Now if I swipe down, it'll bring down the notification bar, and if I swipe down once again, you get this cool animation. And when I swipe any of these notifications, this is how it looks like. And if I swipe up, you get a cool material design, just like some water filling in a bottle. Now finally, if we go to the recent apps page, this is how it looks like. Now whenever we open stock applications like a phone dialer or messaging applications, we get this cool animation for the stock icons. Sadly, it only works with stock applications. Now those were probably all the animations. Let me just try something else. Whenever we click down, this is how the animation goes away. Now let me increase the speed. By the way guys, even these toggles have changed. They are slightly bigger now and much more easily clickable, I guess. Now this is the place where you need to come to change the animation speed. It is by default set to 1x, just do it to go back to normal speeds. So guys, those were all the new material animations and transitions. Now going on next, MIUI 10 will also come with an AI preloaded that will give you a much more responsive user experience. So according to Xiaomi, there is an AI algorithm inside, and it will try to learn the pattern in which you use applications and preload them. So all those applications that you use frequently will be right at your fingertips, and everything will feel very smooth and responsive. So that's a really cool feature, but there isn't any setting to enable it or disable it, so I can't really show you that. But overall, this has been just my first day with MIUI 10, and so far everything is super responsive, definitely way better than MIUI 9.5 or the previous ROM that was on this phone. As you have seen, everything is buttery smooth and all the animations are really looking amazing right now. Now for the next major change, we have a completely redesigned clock application. Earlier it used to be in green, but now it's in a black dark theme. Personally, I love this color and it looks pretty great. Now for the next thing, we also have some natural sounds for relaxing. So if you open the clock application and come to the timer section, you have all these different tunes. We have the forest effect, summer night, beach, drizzle, and so on. Now you can also use the timer to play these sounds for a specific amount of time. So let me just play any of these sounds for just 5 seconds. And when the timer stops, this music will also stop. And there you go. That's one of the new features. And going on next, they also have done something with the notes application. I personally have never used that, so I don't know if anything is new or not, but if you can say anything, let me know in the comment section. Even this is supposed to be completely redesigned. Next, we can even change this settings shortcut in the notification area. So for some reason, if you want to replace it with Google search, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then select notification and status bar. From here, select notification shade shortcut, select search. Now it will be changed to search. Okay, next we have batch and install. So if you go to settings and then select installed apps, from here you can do batch uninstallations as well. So just select uninstall. Now you can select all the apps that you want to uninstall and click uninstall to uninstall multiple applications at once. I personally find this feature very handy. Now these were all the major changes in MIUI 10, but recently I've even found some new gestures. So for that, go to system apps. Now then select call settings. Over here we have incoming call settings. So all these new gestures have been hidden away for some reason. First we have flip to silent. So if you get a call, you can simply flip your phone to silent it. Next we have quiet ringtone when lifted. So let's say your phone is on the table and it's ringing. You can lift it up to silent it, which I find it really handy. Next we have increased ringtone volume. So once you enable this feature, ringtone volume will increase over time. So right out of the box, like whenever you get a call, it's not at highest volume. Next we have flash while ringing. So once you enable it, your flashlight will flicker every time you get a call. So all these features have been for some reason hidden away, and this is something I've recently found. Maybe these features were available even earlier, but I've just found it after installing the MIUI 10. So guys, those were all the new changes and new features brought in by MIUI 10 on the new Redmi Note 5 Pro. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.